What's going on, everybody? Rogue here, coming at you with episode 25 of Death Note. I got some people coming over shortly, so I'm going to keep this pre-discussion short and sweet so I can leave some room for the post-discussion. Last episode was pretty big. We got some pretty dope-ass shit going on in the show right now, and I'm super hyped to watch this episode. So last episode, they caught Higuchi, and they all were able to see Rem because they passed around the Death Note. And when Light got it, all of his memories of being Kira flooded back into his mind. And it was just awesome. Like, that scream, I fucking loved it. And then it did a flashback to show Light's little tradesies plan, so that Rem was now attached to Light's notebook and Ryuk was attached to Misa's notebook. And so it seems like Light did that because he knew that Rem would play along with the fake rules that were written in. And Ryuk kind of doesn't give two shits. He's mentioned on several occasions that he's not here to help Light at all. He's just here until he gets that Death Note back. I love the one scene in particular where Light pulled the knob on his watch and a piece of the Death Note slid open and he pricked himself with a pin and wrote Higuchi's name down so that Higuchi died while Light was holding the Death Note, which would make him the official new owner of the Death Note. And by doing that, he was able to keep all of his memories. And at that moment that Higuchi died, Light's eyes turned red again. And I fucking loved it. It was just such an artistic way to show that Light is officially Kira once again. Oh, it was beautiful. It was so damn good. Then when they took the notebook back to headquarters, Aizawa was reading the rules in the notebook, and he stumbled across the two additional rules that Ryuk wrote in the back of the book, and they were, if anyone destroys this notebook, everyone who has touched this notebook until that point will die. And so that ensures its safety, and it ensures that Light won't lose his memories. The second rule was that if the owner of the Death Note fails to write names for 2 weeks, the owner of the Death Note dies. And so that little rule got Light and Misa off the hook, and they were no longer suspects, and the handcuffs came off, the surveillance was done, they were just off scot-free, which was like really, really sketchy. I feel like L would have at least tried to verify these rules were real somehow. And then Light told Misa to go and dig up that Death Note that he buried. And when Misa did that, Ryuk reappeared, and Misa did the ideal with Ryuk, and so her lifespan has been cut in half again. But unfortunately, I have no idea what her lifespan is, or what it was, because she took Jealous's lifespan, and that could be hundreds of years, or 50 years, or it could be anything. And so I'm not sure how long she has left, but just based off of Ryuk and Rem's reactions, I could see her dying in one of these next few episodes. And so that's something that I'm thinking will happen soon. But Misa also touched Light with a piece of that notebook as well, so that he's now able to see Ryuk. And so the gang is back together. I love that shit. This episode is going to be so fucking hype. Oh man, I can't wait. Let's just get right into it. 3, 2, 1. What is this? That's Watery, right? And that's L? Is that little L? Kid L? This is fucking ominous as shit.
Ryuzaki, is something
Whoa.
the matter? What is it? What's wrong?
Watery's got quite the setup.
Can you kill someone just by writing their name on a piece?
Can't say. I've never tried using it like that, and I don't know of anyone who has.
Then let me ask you, do gods of death love apples?
Not necessarily. You see, our internal organs have already degraded. We've evolved to a point where we do not require sustenance.
Say, Light, you're finally free to leave headquarters on your own, but it seems like you never go out.
I'm not in the mood for love or anything else right now. Are you suggesting that I'll be a nuisance for staying here?
No.
Those eyes, man.
Right now, I'm in no position to continue punishing criminals. That's why I need you to punish them for me. Misa, let's create a new world together.
What is that outfit?
Careful what you do, 'cause God is watching your every move.
I'm getting chills. This is some Willy Wonka shit right here. It was beautiful though.
I heard criminals are being killed again.
There were 16 deaths just yesterday. All of them were broadcast after Higuchi's death.
It's safe to say that Higuchi was the one killing criminals until we apprehended him.
Then this means we're dealing with yet another Kira.
This must just be exhausting for them.
Damn you, Kira.
Another Kira's appeared?
I can't believe this. It has to be Misa.
These killings began as soon as Misa was free, didn't they?
Ryuzaki, are you still going on about that? She has nothing to do with this. This started as soon as Higuchi died.
I suppose you're right.
But they have the death note that Higuchi was using.
If someone were able to kill simply by writing a name on a torn piece of the notebook, it's not impossible. But there's that rule. Whoever writes a name in this notebook has to write another name within 13 days. Otherwise they die. Light Yagami and Misa Amane are both still alive. 13 days. That's the only problem.
Ryuzaki,
It's just a random
If
number.
we do manage to catch the person who's been writing names in the notebook, will we really be able to legally convict and punish them for mass homicide?
The least we can do is execute the killer.
What are you thinking, Light Yagami? She'll be caught, and once that happens, you'll also be... So that's what your plan is. You're truly disgusting.
What?
Light Yagami is certain that I will do anything to help Misa and save her life. The only way for me to save Misa is to write Ryuzaki's real name in my notebook. And if I kill Ryuzaki, I will die as well. Light Yagami has planned everything
Damn!
in his favor.
Light, you're a fucking genius!
You may be a Shinigami, but you can't hide the fact that you care for Misa. There's no way you would turn your back on her now, after she's already halved her lifespan twice. Come on, think about Misa's happiness.
Light is a fucking genius.
What are you doing standing out there by yourself? What are you doing, Ryuzaki?
Oh, I'm not doing anything in particular. It's just, I hear the bell.
The bell?
The sound of the bell has been unusually loud today.
Bell?
I don't hear anything.
Really? You can't hear it? It's been ringing non-stop all day. I wonder if it's a church, maybe a wedding, or perhaps a...
Come on, cut it out. Let's get back inside.
I'm sorry. Nothing I say makes any sense anyway. Tell me, Light, from the moment you were born, has there ever been a point where you've actually told the truth?
Oh, shit.
Where's this coming from, Ryuzaki? I do admit I stretch the truth here and there. However, find me one person in this world who's never had to tell a lie. It wouldn't be easy. Everybody lies from time to time. I've always made a conscious effort to be careful not to tell a lie that could hurt others.
I had a feeling
good
you'd
answer.
say something like that. Let's go back inside. We're both drenched.
Yeah.
What is this about?
What are you doing?
I thought I might help you out. You were busy wiping yourself off anyway. I can give you a massage as well. It's the least I can do to atone for my sins. I'm actually pretty good at this.
Fine,
Is he
do it.
guilty
All right.
for imprisoning them for 50 days? Is that why he's doing this?
Here, you're still soaked.
I'm sorry.
This is beautiful. Such genuine human contact.
It'll be lonely, won't it? You and I will be parting ways soon. Yes, I understand. I'm on my way. Come on, let's go, Light. It seems like it's all worked out.
What is happening? Last time he got a phone call after having a one-on-one with Light, Misa was taken in prison.
You've somehow gotten approval from another country to use the notebook for an execution?
Nice! Called it!
Ryuzaki, what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna try out the notebook for real.
We can't do that!
The person who will write in the book is a criminal scheduled to be executed in just over 13 days.
BAM!
If he's still alive 13 days after writing the name, he'll be pardoned from execution.
But still, to sacrifice a
We're
life.
very close.
If we work this out, the entire case will be solved.
Oh shit!
What is this? A blackout?
No! All data deleted? Is that what it said? No way!
What the hell's going on?
Did Rem kill Watari?
Where's the Shinigami?
Good question. I don't see it. Disappeared. What's going on?
Everyone, the Shinigami.
No! It's over. There's still so many episodes left. The bell. Funeral bells? Oh man. Peace out, Rem. Light, you win. You did it. Oh, that fucking smirk, man. Oh my god. Goodbye, Ryuzaki.
Calm down, Light.
We're gonna die! Watari, Ryuzaki, it'll be us next! Where are you, Shinigami? Come out!
Light,
You know something about this, don't you? Come on out!
your genius is too much. And your acting skills are getting better. No fucking way, man. There's still so many episodes. He just jacked that notebook.
What the hell is this stuff?
Whatever happens next, I swear I'll avenge Ryuzaki's death. We're going to solve this case in honor of him and for Watari.
But aren't we all gonna get killed?
Yeah.
Is that what all this really means?
Matsuda, if you're afraid of dying, then leave the investigation. We put our lives on the line when we chose to be here.
The music too.
That's true.
Fuck, this is brilliant.
But it's weird hearing you say that. You sound like Ryuzaki.
I just got chills. This is... No words, man. I have no words. This is amazing.
I've gotten rid of everything in my way.
You've done it. You win. There's no one left.
I am the god of the new world.
My boy Light won! What's going on, everybody? Rogue here, and that was episode 25 of Death Note. What a fucking episode. Holy shit. Let's just get straight to the breakdown. Oh my god, what a fucking episode. Light won! The episode started off with L questioning Rem. I remember two of the questions. The first one being, is it possible to kill someone by writing their name on a torn piece of paper from the Death Note? And Rem played dumb. She said, I don't know if that's possible. I've never seen it being used that way. And then the other question, which I actually found most interesting, do gods of death love apples? And the answer Rem gave, I feel like, really points to there being multiple Death Notes and multiple Shinigami, because she said our digestive systems have evolved to the point where we don't need food. If I was in L's shoes, I would have expected a straight up yes if that notebook truly belonged to the Shinigami of the original Kira, because in one of the first few episodes, Light specifically wrote that message down to L, saying that, L, did you know gods of death love apples? And so, because Rem didn't say she loved apples, I would come to the conclusion that this can't be the same book, or this can't be the same Shinigami. And so at that point, I would start getting really suspicious about what is going on here, that there should be some trickery going on. Or at least I would get the feeling of that. And that's definitely why he asked that question. I don't think there's any other reason he would ask that specific question. That's such an obscure question, and it doesn't really hold much value other than the fact that that was what the original Kira had come to know about Shinigami. So I found that really interesting. Next, we got that song from Misa, which, like, that was actually, like, beautifully sung. I'm not sure why she was in that getup. It was like a maid's outfit or something like that. I don't know. If that was, like, a specific outfit that I just don't know about, let me know in the comments down below. It looked like just a maid's outfit. But I love that whole song. I feel like I'm gonna go back and re-listen to it and see if there's any, like, deeper meaning behind it. In my perspective, I feel like she was singing that because she is God, and she said, be careful what you do because God is watching you. And so she's kind of embracing the role of being Kira, of being this God figure that Light has kind of created. And I really love the scenes where she was walking down the street and these kids were walking past her, and she was able to see the lifespans of these young children. I don't know why, but something about it just really resonated with me, that like this godlike figure is killing the evil from the world so that these young children can live full lives almost. Like I'm sure there's like a deeper meaning and like a more meaningful meaning than just off of what I picked up, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was beautifully done. Then we got a little glimpse as to what Light's true plan was, and I fucking loved it. Light told Misa in the lobby that I can't punish criminals, and so I need you to become Kira for me for the time being. L gave this little speech saying, if there's another Kira, then all we're gonna have to do is catch the new Kira and bring them to justice. And then at that point, Rem kind of pieced it all together. And Rem was like, what are you doing? The only person who could be doing this is Misa. Light, what are you doing? And then it kind of clicked in her head, and she got the bigger picture as to what Light's true plan was. And it was so damn good. So Light's original plan was that Misa would get that Death Note. And I'm thinking that, like, it was his plan all along that she would get the eyes again. I read in the comment section of last episode that, like, he didn't know if Misa would lose her Shinigami eyes when she forfeit ownership of the Death Note, or if she would even remember L's real name or any of that stuff. But I feel like from this episode, it really seems like he did take into account that, like, Misa would probably lose the eyes, and she would probably make the eye deal again to keep Light happy. And so by doing that, she cut her lifespan in half again, and then he got her to become Kira and start killing these people. And so he knew that the task force would then start coming after her, and because her lifespan got cut in half again, it seems like he was kind of ensuring that she would get caught and that she would get executed. I love it. It's like it's done so well. Oh my god. So he knew that Rem would have to step in and kill off L before the task force could catch Misa and execute her, because he knows how much she cares for her, and that he knows that she has already cut her lifespan in half again, and so the last thing she wants is for her to die. Oh my god, Light, you're a genius, man. And I just remembered something. I'm going to jump back to the start of the episode real quick. The episode actually started off with a flashback of Watari and L in front of, I think it was a funeral. And I'm thinking it was L's parents' funeral. And that's when the bells were playing that he was talking about later on in the episode. Funeral bells. So then next in the episode, L was standing on the roof in the rain, and Light came up to check on him, and he was saying, like, Ryuzaki, what are you doing? And he was like, I don't hear you, and so Light had to actually come out into the rain and, like, talk to him. L said that, like, man, the bells are just so loud today. And Light's like, what bells, man? I don't know what you're talking about. L mentioned that, like, oh, they might be, like, wedding bells or church bells, or... And he must have been thinking funeral bells. And then L comes in with the curveball and straight up asks Light, So tell me, Light, has there ever been a time in your life where you've actually told the truth? Like, whoa, man, shots fired, dude. That is some heavy shit right there. And at that point, I was thinking, like, oh shit, El knows that Light is Kira. He knows what's going down. He knows it. Or at least he knows that something fishy is going on. And Light came back with a super believable answer, saying, sure, I do stretch the truth here and there, but you show me someone who hasn't ever told a lie. And then he went on to say that I try my best just not to hurt people with the things that I say. El was like, yeah, I figured you'd say something like that. And then they came back inside, and then Light was just sitting there, and then El came by and he started to dry off Light's feet. And he just felt guilty, I think, about putting them in prison for 50 days and being so harsh with them and not believing that they were telling the truth. And he apologized, and he, like, offered to give him a massage, and it was just this, like, really genuine, heartfelt apology kind of a moment. And as El was drying Light's feet, Light noticed that, like, this guy isn't even dry yet, and he's drying me off. He's trying to atone for what he's done. And then Light kind of dried off El's hair as well. And then that's when El got a call from another nation saying that they have approved the use of the Death Note for an execution. I knew that El would try to test these rules out because, like, El needs to know the full picture, for sure. By this point in the show, I know that he needs to have 100% certainty about stuff. And so it was pretty clear that he would find a way to try out this notebook. And he's used inmates in the past. And so, of course, that would be his go-to. But before they could actually pull the trigger on that, Rem came in, and she knew that if they tested this notebook, and after the 13 days that inmate didn't die, that they would know that Misa was the one doing these killings. And so she did the only thing she could think of, and that was to kill Watari and to kill El. And because she killed El, she deliberately extended Misa's life, and so she turned to dust. That scene was just so fucking crazy, though. Like, Rem went after Watari first, and Watari... I'm not sure why, but Watari deleted all their data? I'm not sure why, but as Watari was having his heart attack, I think he deleted all the data for this case. And so I'm not sure why El told him to do that if something were to happen. But in that moment, El knew that something was wrong, and he looked straight at the camera and he was like, Watari? Oh man, that was just sad. And then seconds later, El got hit with that heart attack, and Light was there to catch him before he could fall. And then Light, the savage, man. Light was such a fucking savage this episode. As El was having that heart attack, and his eyes were like still open, starting to slowly close, you could see that smirk on Light's face. And he definitely had that smirk on his face because he wanted El to know that Light was Kira all along. Oh my god. Light, that's some next level savage shit right there. That is some hardcore shit. And then Light kind of had a little panic attack there where he was like, we're all gonna die. If they died, we're next. And then everyone kind of freaked out for a little bit. And then he started screaming like, where is that damn Shinigami? And then he ran around the building and he found the pile of dust where Rem had disintegrated, and her notebook was in that pile of dust. And he took that notebook and he stashed it like behind his shirt. And so now he has another notebook. Like, this is fucking crazy. This man is out of control with these genius plans, and I fucking love it, man. And then the episode ended off with Light vowing to catch Kira to avenge El. That is some hardcore shit, man. Oh my god. I have no idea what the rest of this show can be. Like, I feel like there's so many episodes. Like, there's still like 6 episodes or 8 episodes or 9 episodes or some shit. And so, like, what the hell? Like, what else can happen in this show? Like, El is dead. El is gone. Like, what? I don't understand where the hell this show can go from here. There's no way that the rest of this show is going to be dedicated to Light creating his ideal world and being the god for this many episodes. There's no way. There has to be some other conflict that arises. Even if like other shit goes down, like Light is gonna be like in charge of this new task force basically, because he's the only one with the fucking intelligence to come up with these plans to catch Kira. And so, like, I don't understand where the show could go, man. What the hell, dude? But that one situation has officially played out that Al kind of predicted, where he said that the ideal situation for Light would be if he could get rid of L and then replace L on the task force. And by doing so, he would be Kira, but he would also be in charge of the task force to catch Kira. And so, like, he would be safe forever. And so I don't understand what the hell else can happen here. Like, oh my god. That's all I got for you guys, man. That's all I can think of. I got no predictions, really. Like, I don't understand where this show can go. So I'm gonna cut it here, guys. If you guys like this reaction, or if you want to catch the rest of my Death Note reactions or Hunter x Hunter reactions, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. And if you want to catch these episodes before everyone else on YouTube, head over to my Patreon, which is in the link in the description, and become a patron of mine. I would love you forever. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace!